I've hit rock bottom. I've hit rock bottom. It's not that I wanted to be here. I don't even know how I got here. You know, when you're looking back retrospectively and you're trying to think, how did I end up in the position that I'm in? I almost didn't make this video today, not because I don't have anything to say, but honestly because, because what I have to say is really hard. Today, or not today, but yesterday, I got like the worst news of my life. And, I'm not going to go fully into the details right now. Some things, do need to be private. But I will tell you that when it hit, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do with myself. Relationships are hard. Weight loss is hard. Getting older is hard. Injuries are hard. Running is hard. Making this video is extremely difficult to do. Life at the moment is very difficult. It sucks. So here I am. I'm doing the walk, just like I did yesterday after I cried my eyes out. 20 minutes wasn't anything special. It was just me on the road, walking, trying to get out of my head. I came back feeling better. This is the video, like not a training video. It's not a math video. It's just an honest update, a conversation about where I actually am right now and what's happening. And this morning reminded me why I keep coming back to this. I've been up since 2 a.m. I think I got 2 hours sleep, and I'm doing this all in one go. So let me give you like the real picture about, what's been going on, because you've been following my channel and you deserve the truth. Not a highlight reel or anything like that. The knee has been acting up for over a month now. Well, a couple of months. Some days it almost feels normal. Other days it reminds me it's still there. I had laser therapy, which helped. I got one good bike ride in, and that helped. It was the longest I'd gone in a year, but I haven't run. Not once. My weight has been the highest it's been in a long time. And that number is 230 pounds. That's where I am right now. And my motivation? The thing that has carried me through the 6 years of this channel, my Maffetone training, my 50-mile ultra, my 100-mile training weeks, all of it has been completely gone. I've been sitting here knowing that I should move, knowing that movement does me good, knowing that a walk or a bike ride or even like 10 minutes would help. Walking in the rain, right? And not being able to do it for the last little while has been really hard. And, that's the cycle. Like these low moods lead to, less movement, and less movement leads to low moods. And before you know it, you're looking at a version of yourself that you don't recognize. You don't recognize anymore. Wondering, how did I get here? I know the cycle. I've been here before. I know a long time ago, before any of this, before, MAF training, before the channel, before the ultra, before any of it, I was in a much darker place. And I found my way out of it. One small decision at a time. But today, that seems to be even harder because there's things that are out of my control. Things that are out of my control. Things that are spiraling faster and faster. And it's kind of like you're in a swimming pool and you're at the deep end and you're being hit over the head and you're blurry-eyed, but you're underwater and you're looking up and you're trying to swim to the top, but you just can't get there. And then the anxiety kicks in like insane and you start having, a panic attack. This video is not going to be edited. This is a full what it is. I'm struggling in a lot of ways right now. But, I'm getting, and I feel like getting knocked sideways. And instead of, shifting with it, it's pulling me, I don't know, I just feel like I'm getting pulled under, right? It's so hard. But I'm out on this trail. I'm out for a walk. Just trying to, take control of some part of my life. God, there's always difficulties in life, right? You have work difficulties when things are out of your control, they spiral. What we see going on in the United States affects us in Canada, and that's hard all in itself. Nothing I can do about it, really, right? Then there's marriage things that happen, and you got to navigate your way through those things. Then there's, your health. I just feel like I'm a broken record. Like I literally feel like I'm a broken record. Like I started this channel just as a running channel, for crying out loud. Just a running channel to keep myself accountable. And here I am now, I just hate this feeling. I've got some close friends and they're awesome. But I'm a guy who likes to fix things, like make things better, inspire people to be better, to make changes in their lives. And when I go through, hard, difficult challenges in my life, I've got a few friends that I can reach out to, but I feel I don't want to put that on other people. Like, why should they be dumped on? And here I am, I'm like dumping on you. Okay, stop watching the video. You don't need to watch this. This is just a fellow runner trying to find his way back when he's dealing with life challenges outside of running. It is so, so hard to do. When I got up this morning, not that when I got up this morning, my mind has been going since yesterday, and I haven't been able to shut it down. I've been awake since 2 a.m. I'm filming this right now at 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. I don't know where everything leads. It'd be nice to say that I got a clear path in life. I don't even know how, people get to the destination that they're at. And I know other people are having other challenges in their lives. And there's times where you think, why is it happening to me? What the hell is the crazy reason that I'm going through these things, these challenges? I don't see any rhyme or reason for it. But you don't. And the moment you don't see any of the reasons why you're being challenged this way, whether you believe in God, whether you believe in Buddha, whether you believe in whatever religion, whether it's the aliens up in the sky, whatever, right? I don't know. But there are teachings on how to navigate, hard times. So maybe I take pieces from each thing and apply it to my life and try to make something better out of shit. I've hit rock bottom. I've hit rock bottom. It's not that I wanted to be here. I don't even know how I got here. When you're looking back retrospectively and you're trying to think, how did I end up in the position that I'm in? And there are clues along the way. Sorry, it's a little jerky with the camera. I mean, there are clues along the way on how one gets to a position of that they end up in. But does it help? I don't know. I did not think I'd be here where I am in my 50s like I am right now. Not a chance. So what am I going to do about it? I can sit here and be miserable like I have been for the last little while. Or I could, get up and move. And here I am. It's raining. And I just got up and I didn't care. I'm going out in the rain. It's going to be crappy. I'm going to walk. And I have to do something with my diet, with my life, with where I'm going, because it's unsustainable. I can't do it anymore. I thought I hit rock bottom 10 years ago when I went through all of my life changes then. And here I am 10 years later, going through it again. Did I not learn the lesson? Are there other lessons I need to learn? Why do I have to learn the lessons? Couldn't everything just be happy? I'm a happy guy. I am such a happy guy. And when I get into these situations where I just find myself not in a good place, it drives me bonkers. Because I know I'm better than that. We all need an outlet. We all need someone to talk to. We all need a little help in our life every now and then. So I did break down yesterday. I did talk to my best friend about all the circumstances that are happening in my life. He was there for me when I needed him. Oh, I knew he would be. I don't know, man. I don't know where it all goes. Maybe it doesn't go anywhere. Maybe this is it. Maybe it's just, alone walking on all these flippin' empty streets. I don't know. But I just continue to move forward because there's no point in living in the past. You just gotta put your head down. Then you gotta make peace with where things are at and move forward with what lies in the future. And we don't know what that is. None of us do. I don't know. I certainly don't know. But the one thing that I do know, and the one thing that I can control, is I can control how I respond to the shit that I'm going through right now. Right? I can respond. I can control how I feel. I can control my actions. I can control my eating habits. I can control things. And will I control them? I have to. I gotta start at step one. Because if I don't, it's gonna ruin me. I'm gonna I gotta do something. And the only one who's gonna be able to do it is me. Because that's the only person that you can count on, is yourself. You know, people come into your life but really it comes down to you, right? You can only rely on yourself. That's what I'm starting to realize. And if you're somebody who is in a position who has others that you can rely on, it's amazing. I'm so happy for you. I know there are other people in my life that I can rely on, and that was proven by my best friend yesterday. But sometimes people don't need to know everything that's going on in your life. That's why I'm obviously trying to be a little vague. But when it's so in your face, and you come and my channel and you watch videos, and I try to inspire people to be the best version of their self, to get out and run and do their thing. I want them, and then you get videos like this. So why the hell am I even sharing this? Right? I'm sharing it because that's who I am. That's how I've always operated. That's how I am. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I have such a caring heart. I want to help people. I love people. It's just who I am. So, where do I go from here? What are those steps? Well, first step is to come outside in the pouring rain, get soaking wet, put in the miles, walk, do what you got to do, Dave. It's got to start at day one, and starting at rock bottom, the only way you can really go is up, because if you don't go up, you're going to meet your maker. And I don't want to meet my maker yet. I do not want to do that. I got lots of living I still got to do. So the weight's got to come off. Knee has to be healed. I have to take better care, my diet, and I have to let go of all the things that I have no control over, right? Everything is going to be what it's going to be in life. And I am going to be the sail, and I will shift. I'll adjust the sails, and where the sails take me, and where the boat goes, at least I can control that. So, like I always say, get out and run. And if this is the first time that you've seen a video like this, or first time you've been onto my channel to see something like this, I'm sorry. I normally talk about running, but today it's kind of like that. Thank you for being here.